know, man. We're live in effect. It's the Cowboys Cast. It's Friday. Hey, man, I'm excited. I don't know about y'all, but look, what is everybody doing on a Friday night, man? We're just going to talk a little bit about Cowboys, maybe a little bit about a 30 visit. We'll see. Hey, put it on the chat. We got some people on. What? They're early. It's Friday, man. What can I say? Hey, for those of you that are on, I'll give it. This will be number 2. Let's go, baby. Let's go. You already know it's the Cowboys Cast. We got Dwight Thrasher in the building. Dwight, it's been a while, my man. He says, what up? Let's go. Ram in the building. Let's go. Hey, I'm excited, man. Hey, this is a big deal. Let me tell you why this is a big deal. It's the 30 visit. You already know about the 30 visit in the Cowboys. And we're going to get down to it real quick, right? Give you a little bit of information. The last 2 years, right? The last 2 years, 23 and 22 combined, either the Cowboys have drafted or signed undrafted rookie free agents 10 times. That's 10 players out of those 2 years. So pay close attention to this 30 visit, because on the average of the last 2 years, it's been 5 players that either drafted or signed as rookie free agents. Fernando in the building. Let's give all these guys, they're on early, man. Let's give all a round of applause. Fernando, thank you for coming in, man. Hey, long time. He said, what up? I'm in Philly. You in Philly, man. You're like 3 hours away from me. What are you doing in Philly? That's the question. What are you doing in Philly? Hey, so we're gonna get into it, man. We're gonna get through this thing. Very interesting, some interesting names. I don't know if y'all can see it all, but we're gonna get through it. Hey, man, there's a lot of names on this list, right? Y'all are gonna be able to see some you aren't. I tried my best, but I'm gonna name some of them that are pretty interesting, right? This 30 visit, like I said, says a lot about the Cowboys these last 2 years. Like I said, again, an average of 5 players every year, 10 total for the last 2 years that they've drafted or signed as rookie free agents. Okay. So we got Derek Mathis on TikTok. Can't wait for this season. Hope my Packers have a good season. Hey, man, look, I will tell you, we talk football no matter what. I know this is the Cowboys channel, but I'll tell you what, the Packers and the way Love played, he played very well at the end of this season, man, this past season. So, hey, Derek, that NFC North, it's going to be pretty crazy with Caleb Williams. You got Goff. Depending on what Minnesota does, they might trade up and get a quarterback. You're talking about a lot of young quarterbacks in Goff, what, 30-ish, 31? The NFC North is going to look pretty crazy, man. It's going to be a good division to watch this next season. Jeremy Crockett on TikTok says Cowboys are trash. Nice. I like it. I like it, Jeremy. You're a smart guy, man. I like it. Derek Mathis says, Love definitely shocked me. Wasn't expecting that what he did. Look, I will tell you, me and my brother got into it. He did not like the pick when Green Bay jumped to get him. But like I always say, man, it doesn't matter what you do. If you see a player that you like, go and get him. Go and get him. Why not? And look how it's turned out pretty well so far. So we'll see. Rich Fowler says this offseason has been dismal and embarrassing for us. It has, man. But I'm excited to see some of these players jump into starting roles. Sam Williams, Tolbert, maybe Stevens, a tight end that got an ACL injury. Overshown. I'm excited, man. Just think about it. These guys are going to play a lot more if you think about it in that positive aspect, right? Hey, make sure you share, like, subscribe to the channel. TikTok, make sure you share, hit the like button, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's get into these comments. Fernando says, take my son to WrestleMania Saturday. That's right. WrestleMania is this Saturday and Sunday. I forgot. Hey, my brother Alex is actually having a WrestleMania party at his house. I think they're having Saturday, they're having wings and pizza, and then he's barbecuing on Sunday for the WrestleMania. I'm excited for that. I want to know if any fans are out there. What do you think The Rock's going to do, man? You think he's going to trade sides? We'll see. Ram says, is Williams the real deal? I think he is, man, because we look back on the Cowboys cast, we've talked about Sam Williams, and we said, hey, he's been taking 40% of the snaps this last couple of years. Why is he taking 40%? Hey, man, now it's time to put up or shut up. He's gonna probably be given the reins and this defense with Mike Zimmer, and we'll see what happens with him, man. But hey, I appreciate it, guys. Let's get through this 30 visit. I'm excited about these names. Let's put it up here. Let's see what we got, right? I'm sorry, guys. What does that mean that we have all these offensive tackles, all these running backs, all these offensive tackle, linebackers, running backs, but only one tight end, one pass rusher, and defensive tackle, one tight end, one pass rusher on 3 out of the 30. The other 27 are all offensive linemen, running backs, and linebackers. That's a lot, man. Sorry, I took the audio off, but I'll put it back up again. But like I'm saying, what does that say about the Cowboys? That's very interesting. So we'll see, man. Who is your favorite guy out of these 30 that I named? Anybody? Um, we got Byron Murphy, the big ones, Jackson Powers Johnson. We got Edrin Cooper, linebacker, Peyton Wilson, linebacker. We got Sanders, the tight end from Texas. We got Trey Benson, Jonathan Brooks, running backs, Florida State and Texas. We got Braylon Allen, running back, Wisconsin. So what are some of these guys kind of jumping out on you guys? Jordan McGee, the linebacker from Temple. And then obviously, like I said, Manu, the tackle from British Columbia that Vosh Lombardi covered probably a couple of minutes ago, maybe an hour ago, somewhere there. He's kind of freakish, like I said, 6'8", 352-pound tackle. I think needs a lot of development. He played for British Columbia, so he might need to develop 2 or 3 years, but kind of freakish athlete. So that's some of the players. It's going to be very interesting because, like I said, 10 of these 30 visits in the last 2 years, the Dallas Cowboys have either drafted or they have picked up in rookie free agency. So pretty interesting, right? I believe, in my opinion, the Cowboys are not too wrapped up in this center draft class. They might draft one, they might not. I think it all depends on who falls to us, right? But you guys got to think about this. I honestly think we have a lot of belief. I might be wrong, but I have a feeling we have belief in TJ Bass and Hoffman at center. I honestly believe that. TikTok Black Diamond says I like B Murphy and Jackson Power Johnson and Trey Benson. I think we're in agreement with that one. Blackman says I agree with you. So I don't think we're pressed to get an actual center in this draft per se. That, oh man, we have to get a center because of TJ Bass and Hoffman. I'm gonna keep saying that a lot. I honestly think they can step in and do a decent job, either at the level of probably Biotish or maybe even better. Tell me in the comments what you guys think of TJ Bass and Hoffman, and is that a legitimate thing to think about going into the draft about these two guys playing center or competing for center? Black Diamond says if Jordan Morgan, the OT, yeah, if he's there, man, I honestly don't think you pass up on him. I don't think you can. I think that would be hard to pass up on, to be honest. This offensive line, honestly, guys, is huge, man. I don't know if, like I said, we're hard pressed for a center position. A lot of people might think differently, but I really don't. So we'll see. I think Jackson Powers is slated to go to us, but we will see. I think the more need is offensive tackle than center, in my opinion. Ultra Cowboy it is not Ultra Cowboy, is it? Ultra Cowboy is in the building. Oh my goodness. Let's see what Ultra Cowboy's got. Ultra Cowboy says, before the Cowboy football season starts, stock up on alcohol, make sure your blood pressure is in order, focus on the player because it's going to be a long year. Don't get mad and just embrace. I got a question for you, Ultra Cowboy. Why do you say that? Is it a combination of what we have not done in the offseason, along with our schedule that's a gauntlet of a schedule? If you look at it, are those two things are what getting you? Or explain, man. Explain to me why you say these things. Before the Cowboys season starts, stock up on all those things. Tell me why, right? But yeah, look, is Trey Benson a priority in the first round? That I'm asking the question, man. Answer the question, guys. Is Trey Benson a priority? Is Jackson Powers a priority? Or is there enough running backs in this draft? Because if you see the 30 visit, man, there's a lot of running backs, offensive tackles. There's like 4 or 5 linebackers that they're looking at. Is it really a priority for any of those positions to take at number 1? I think offensive tackle is. I think linebacker is. Running back, I don't know about that. I think you can probably get a solid running back in the 3rd round in this draft, to be honest with you. Ultra Cowboy says, once Dak performs bad against a good team, the locker room will turn. Only 4 Garrett guys left. Yeah, I think. Look, I don't know about that. I want to agree with you, but I think, in my opinion, it depends on how the schedule is laid out. Andrew on TikTok says, "Go Cowboys, go! Let's go, man!" Hey, I think it depends on the schedule when it comes out, how those teams fall in that schedule. Because I keep saying this, man. This schedule is hard. It's going to be a hard schedule. We're going to find out what these Cowboys got very early. But what I'm saying is, where are those teams going to fall in the beginning of the year in those first 8 or 9 weeks? That is huge, because if we play the AFC North along with the 49ers and the Detroit Lions, if we play all those teams the first half of the year, the majority of them, this is going to be a rough ride, man. Either that, or we're going to find out what we have in this Cowboy team. So we will see, man. So I say again, I think the Cowboys are probably going to go best available, just because they just signed Aduga. They just signed him for insurance, obviously. Nico on TikTok says, "Let's ride Steelers Nation." They say we coming. Hey, yeah, we're playing the AFC North, man. The Steelers, I believe we're playing at Pittsburgh, if I'm not mistaken. That's going to be a good game. That's not that far from me. That's probably about 3 hours away from me. So that's probably a game I'm looking at maybe going to. We will see, man. Let's see. Ultra Cowboy says, he says, keep an eye on Xavier Worthy. They had a formal on dinner before this pro day. I believe they do not bring him in like they did with Tyler Smith. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of interesting names coming through the draft, man. Like I said, we're going to cover those guys. We're going to start next week. I have to get with somebody. If you guys don't know, we're going to collab with Real Robinson. He's a Washington Commander content creator. I will let you guys know the date. We'll send it up. But we're going to talk about Cowboys and Commanders, how the Commanders are doing. A NFC East rival. So we're going to see what they have in hand, especially, that now that they're, if you want to call it, the Washington Cowboys, because they brought almost some of their players over there, along with Dan Quinn. We will see. That's going to be a crazy matchup as well. Nico on TikTok says, Steelers versus Cowboys, always classic. It is, man. I think the last game we played, we won, but it was a close game. I think Zeke had that walk-off run, I believe, maybe not, walk-off run for a touchdown, and then there just wasn't enough time on the clock. But it was a good game, man. Steelers Cowboys, always a good game. But yeah, man. Let's see what else we got. Worthy locker room. So like I said, hey, 30 visit says a lot. This 30 visit, we will see what happens. It's very interesting to me. Like I said, it's almost like the Cowboys are showing their hand of what they might do in the draft, along with this 30 visit players. It's a lot of offensive linemen, a lot of linebackers. We will see, man. We'll see who falls where. I think the biggest thing is, what teams want a quarterback. I think, obviously the Bears are going to take Caleb Williams. The Washington Commanders are probably going to take, I'm going to say, Jaden Daniels. The Patriots are probably going to take Drake May. That leaves the Cardinals after that. Cardinals don't need one. The Giants, I think, are picking number 6, I believe, or 5. I don't think they're happy with Daniel Jones. So somewhere down the line, it's either going to be either the Giants, the Denver Broncos, or the Minnesota Vikings. They're probably going to trade up in the top 5 to try to get either JJ McCarthy or one of those quarterbacks somehow. I believe that's what might happen. We will see. I believe the Vikings have, if I'm not mistaken, let me check real quick. I want to make sure that we're correct in this. Let me see. I want to say that believe the Minnesota Vikings have 2 first-round picks. So yeah, Minnesota has the 11th pick and the 23rd pick. So they can move up. All right. Eternal Dynasty says this is the most depressing offseason. I just want the Jones to lose money at this point. Hey man, I think, and I said it the last show too, Eternal Dynasty. Have you been on yet? I'm gonna still give you a round of applause. We give everybody a round of applause, man. That comes on to the show. Appreciate it. Yeah, it has been the most disappointing offseason, I believe, compared to other times, man. I don't know what the deal is. Ultra Cowboy says same thing. Yeah, I know. I don't know. We'll see. But looking at this, like I said, it's Arizona at 4, Chargers at 5. They don't need quarterbacks. The Giants do. I believe Minnesota might jump the Giants to get JJ McCarthy. I think that's what might happen. And if that starts happening, where does Bo Nix go? So you're talking about potentially 5 quarterbacks being taken in the top 12. Maybe possibly if Denver takes Bo Nix or Penix, depending. Ultra Cowboy Eternal, they are paving the way for them to move on from Dak. I think that's a consensus all across the board, man. It feels like the Cowboys are trying to move all from Dak. Ahmad Bell, long time, man. Ahmad Bell, let's give him a round of applause. Your background is fly. Hey, I appreciate it, brother. Thanks, man. I worked really hard, man. Appreciate it. Let's see, Jay Fonda. What's up? What's up, Jay Fonda, man? We'll give him a round of applause too. What's up, man? It's been a while. We're just talking about this Dallas Cowboys 30 visit and what it means for this draft, man. Hey, they've drafted some of these players and signed some of these players in the last 2 years, man. So it might say a lot about this team. So we'll see. But look, hey, that's 5 quarterbacks within the top 12. Ultra Cowboy says Michael Penix is either going to the Raiders or the Broncos. Hey, I'm all for it, man, because I'm telling you right now, that's 5 quarterbacks that will go. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Bo Nix or Penix. That's 6. 6 might go in the first 13 picks. 6. And if you think about it, offensive tackle, 2 offensive tackles are probably going to go in the top 13 for sure. 2. So we're talking about 5, 6, that's 8 in the top 13. That's 5 players other than tackles and quarterbacks that have not been taken, possibly. So you're going to see a lot of players fall on this board to the Cowboys that it might look like some of these guys might want to move up and take some of these players, and the Cowboys are sitting at number 24, in my opinion. So we might be looking good, man, to be honest. Jay Fonda says, yeah, been busy with the family stuff, got engaged on Easter. Yeah, man, I get it. Eternal says, they've been taking advantage of our loyalty as fans for way too long. There's been a bunch of Cowboys fans lined up to watch them practice from training camp. It will piss me off because nothing will change. We'll see, man. I'm hoping these players step up. Jay Fonda says, I want Jonathan Brooks 2nd round, spend first on O-line. I think, I don't know about 2nd round, but I think O-line is probably going to go first for sure. Ultra Cowboy says, I agree. Next class is not that good for quarterbacks. It's not, man. They're going to want to push this quarterback class for sure before people are going to move up. I'm telling you right now. Amal Bell says, bro, if this Deion and Shedeur rumor is true, I'm not happy. I love him. I just am not good with losing a whole year. I want Keon Coleman or Adonis Mitchell. Man, those guys, they're going to probably be gone, man. Yeah, I don't know. It might happen. It just kind of depends. Maybe one of them, but not both. I doubt both. Ultra Cowboy, where is your partner at? Hey, man, Jerry's been busy, man. I'm not even going to lie to you. His life has totally changed. It's not to say that he's part of the Cowboys cast, always will be. He's just been really busy, man. I will tell you, I'll put his information out there. he got hired as an instructor. He's doing a lot of great things. I'm not going to go into detail on it, but he's doing a lot of good things, man, for himself. And I am truly happy for him. He deserves it. So he's just doing this stuff. But honestly, guys, Jerry's still doing things for the Cowboys cast. All the shorts on YouTube, all the TikTok, all the Facebook clips, all that. That's all Jerry. So he's still involved with everything. Probably will be coming on soon once his schedule gets finalized. So he's still here, man. He's still working. He's still doing stuff for the Cowboys cast admin behind the scenes. He's my hero. I don't care what anybody says, but for right now, man, it's just me solo. I got his back, so that's the deal, man. Eternal says, I hope 5 quarterbacks go before Cowboys pick so they can move back and still get a great pick. I believe so, man. Eternal. It might be 6 quarterbacks depending on, like Ultra Cowboys said. I think the quarterback class next year is not that good. These guys have to go after the quarterback if they want that quarterback. Jay Fonda says, do you think Dallas could gotten Diggs for the same price tag as Houston? You know what? I don't know, man. I feel like the NFL has kind of blocked the Cowboys from getting good trades or value, I should say, man. It just kind of seems that way. I don't know why. Ultra Cowboy says, let's see. Ultra Cowboy says, what will the Dak fanboys do if Dak is traded at the draft? I will be in Detroit. I will be die laughing. Look, I'm gonna say that's gonna be really hard and impossible. I'm not gonna say it can't happen, but number one, Dak has a no trade clause. So he has to certify everything that happens. So if they do want to trade him, hey, Las Vegas wants to trade for you, are you willing to go there? And he can say yes or no. That's what it really comes down to. And if he does, I mean, Dallas might be getting Las Vegas's 13th pick and maybe their second round and first year next year, maybe. I don't know. It just kind of depends. If Dallas does that, man, they're in business. I'm telling you right now. But the question is, does that happen before the draft or during the draft? Because I'm telling you right now, if it happens before the draft and they get all this pick compensation, and let's say it is Las Vegas, let's just throw it out there. And Las Vegas, and we get the 13th pick. We might have enough firepower to go to number 4 and get either JJ McCarthy, Bo Nix, maybe, or maybe even wait for Bo Nix or Penix. Or maybe even trade with New England and say, hey, do you want to trade back to 13? But I think New England's taking a quarterback. They're not going to move back like that. Ultra Cowboy says, kudos to him. Yeah, brother. He deserves it, man. Ultra Cowboy, Russell Wilson had a no trade clause. He says no, he is holding a clipboard. Yeah, that is true. Ahmad Bell, this Adonai Mitchell is a real number 2. I need that Jay Brooks in second round. I love that too. Listen, this draft is 65 deep. No reaching. You can take best. Yeah, Ahmad Bell. I totally agree with you, man. I think this is probably one of the more deeper drafts. And I'm not talking about, like, there's a couple of elite players that are elite, but I'm talking about at a broader range of good, talented players way into the 3rd and 4th round, in my opinion. I'm not saying they're all elite. I'm just saying the talent pool of these players is really huge. So you will not be reaching at 2nd, 3rd, maybe even 4th. Like, there's a lot of good players in this draft. So Ahmad Bell's right on that, man. I totally agree with you. I've been saying that. Ultra Cowboy, look, man, I agree, Ahmad. I think we're all on the same page, guys. This class is really good. Kendall Whitley, what's up, bro? What's up, Kendall? Hey, if y'all are on for whatever reason TikTok, and you guys are Patriots fan, go follow Kendall, man. Go follow him. All right, I'm getting behind on TikTok. Let's see. Magic Mike says, hey, did I ever win that cap? Hey, that reminds me, I got to get with Jerry. We got to give that cap away. I forgot about that. Thank you. Want any new news updates? Nah. Want PPC Cowboys will be like this for 2 years. Juan says, sad season coming. Juan says, hey, what's going on with Micah? I heard rumors. There's a lot of rumors going on. Nico, Buffalo Bills Super Bowl window officially closed. I think that's what it sounds like, Nico. Juan agrees with you. Andrew, we just need to take the best player on the board. I think that is the plan, Andrew, honestly. Nico, I got this feeling my Steelers make a draft day trade for Brandon Ayuk. I heard plenty of interest. There is a lot of interest. Juan, I'm on board on boycotting Cowboys this season. Jesus. Betty, yo, hey, what's going on? Ramiro says, true Cowboy fans know we ain't winning until Jerry is gone. Loyalty for lifetime. Cubo chingon. What's up, brother? Juan, hey, what's going on with Micah? There's a lot of things going on. Can we fire Jerry Jones, Mike Magic Mike? It's me, Queen. I changed my name to Betty. Oh, so what? Welcome, Queen. Thank you so much for coming on. Queen is on. Let's go. Nico, Justin Fields, Najon Harris, Jalen Warren, Steelers run game about to be fire. It probably is. Primetime Card Show says need to trade Dak for draft haul, reset the quarterback. I mean, there's a lot of rumors going on. We don't know what is going on, but it sounds like it. Juan, let's draft the GM. I don't think we can draft the GM, but I wish. 824 Primo Way. What's going on with Micah? There's a lot of things, man. I don't know. I don't get into that. It's probably just a lot of hoopla, man. Ultra Cowboy says Cowboys are a CD sprained ankle from being in a real trouble. I can agree with that. Amal Bell, you can get it started in the fourth. I believe so. And he also said Ultra Cowboy facts. Ultra Cowboy Dax media people are started bashing Micah after Ian Report tweeted about no contract for Dak. Rumor Micah wants Dak gone. That's a rumor? Whew. That's a pretty strong rumor, man. Eternal Dynasty. If the Cowboys don't get 3 legitimate starters from this draft, be ready for 5 wins this season. 5 wins? That probably puts us in the top 5, man. And there's only one good quarterback next year, and that's Shador, probably. I don't know if he's that good, to be honest. I know he's good. I don't know about Shador, man. He's an okay quarterback. We'll see how he plays this year. But yeah, man, there's just so much going on right now. So many rumors. Betty says, I've missed your lives. Yeah, hey, man, we missed everybody, man. I had to take a break, though. And these Cowboys were killing me with not doing anything, not being productive. It was just killing me, man. So I didn't want to come on. I wanted to wait a little bit. But, hey, we're back. The draft is going to be crazy. There's a lot of good players in this draft, deep in the 4th, 5th round, maybe. And not only that, but we're going to start going through some of these players that the Cowboys might draft, that we think that might draft, depending on our situation in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd round. And then obviously we're going to go live, man. We're going to go live on draft night. It's going to be pretty exciting. Betty says Jimmy for GM. I think everybody said that. Nico says Marcus Mariota, first quarterback to wear 0 this season. Interesting. I didn't know that. Loyalty for Lifetime says not to Dion's kid. We have enough divas on Cowboys. Yeah. Betty says I'm going to Tyson versus Jake fight at Jerry's World. I would not go to that. No offense, Betty, but I'm good. I hope Mike Tyson knocks him out though. That'd be funny. Let's see who we got. Did we read that already? Yep. Eternal Dynasty says I want Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter is legit, man. I think he's gonna be the best cornerback or whatever you want to call it. The new version of Deion Sanders, in my opinion. Ultra Cowboy says watching playoff Dak is like playing Bill Murray in Groundhog Day. Oh my goodness. Ultra Cowboy, you got to be careful, man. Amal Bell says, say we get Taco from Washington. Jalen Pork at 56 and Trey Benson in the 3rd. We cooking with grease. I don't think Trey Benson's going to last to the 3rd round. I honestly don't think he's going to last that long. He's going to go at the end of the 1st round or early 2nd round, in my opinion. But Jim Polk, I think we're going to draft a tackle in the 1st round, man. I think that's what's going to happen. The Cowboys are legitimate about Tyler Smith playing left guard. And I agree. I think Tyler Smith is a better left guard than a left tackle, in my opinion. Big Perro 71. Yep. ¿Qué pasa, mi hermano? Nothing much, brother. Just here on a Friday night trying to figure this thing out with this 30 visit. Lochi for Lifetime says, no to Zeke. I don't care about emotional reunion. Zeke is fed. Well, we'll see. Betty, I was invited by my brother. He knows people close to Tyson. Ooh, that makes sense. Okay, in that case, then I'm going for sure. Yeah, so Ahmad Bell, I don't know, man. I think it all depends on who's available at the time. I believe the Cowboys have a good chance depending on if these teams go after these quarterbacks and it kind of slips all these guys to the right and we're still able to get a player that we want and maybe, not get out of this first round, but maybe go back a little bit and pick up another pick maybe in the second or third round. I think that would be awesome. I think that's possible depending on what these quarterbacks or what happens with these quarterbacks in this pick. Ultra Cowboy says Tyler PFF grade at left tackle was 71 and left guard was 72. I just still think he's a better left guard in my opinion, man. Honestly, from a bird's eye view, I should say. Jose Pais, what's going on? What's up, brother? Hey, not much. This is a Friday night chilling. Hey, decided to go live. This is what the third live in a row we've been on. We're getting back, man. This draft's gonna be crazy. Magic Mike says, "Can we do another Herschel Walker trade with Dak?" Hey, man, there's a lot of rumors going on. You don't know what can happen. Betty, you guys ready for the eclipse? When's the eclipse? I don't even know when it is. Do y'all know when it is? Nico, the Chiefs need to be stopped. Be healthy, and the moves by Steelers making me want to stop them. Hey, Rasheed Rice, man, he's in trouble. Betty says maybe after the eclipse, Jay will make the moves he talked about. Maybe. Juan, Micah complained about Dak playoff. He is the same. Don't show up. Too busy doing podcasts. Yeah. Magic Mike, eighth. What does the eighth mean? We'll see. Ahmad Bell says Mims, Fanua, guy and only tackles I want. Then 56 go receiver with. We need a real number 2. Do we go wide receiver at 2 if we take a tackle? Or do we go defensive tackle? Or do we go linebacker? I think it depends on who's available. In my opinion, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I think this wide receiver class is so deep. I don't think you need to take a wide receiver at number 2. In my opinion, I think it's just too deep. Eternal Dynasty says we need a top tackle to get caught with. Oh, I'm not going to say that so you can drop us to the draft. I'm not going to say that. Eternal Dynasty, are we giving up on Tolbert yet? I wouldn't. That's what I'm saying. This class is so deep on wide receivers. I don't think we take one in the second round. To be honest with you guys, I don't think that's a smart move. Dan Celio, who is close to Jimmy, said that Jerry has him watching film, and Jimmy said they need a wide receiver number 2 and center. We'll see. Ultra Cowboy, you can't pass on Brian Thomas Jr. That's gonna be hard. I ain't gonna lie. Ram says, would you trade back of the first to get more picks? Yes. Yes, I think if the scenario falls that these teams want to get their quarterbacks, and let's just say, for instance, 5 or 6 quarterbacks go in the top 15 picks, that slides a lot of people because now you're talking about tackles going too. Maybe 2 tackles going, maybe a defensive tackle if possible, maybe a couple of wide receivers. Now you're talking about, I think we can move back from 24 and pick up more picks, but still stay in the first round and still get the player we want. In my opinion, I think that's possible. And that's what I would do to pick up more picks. Ultra Cowboy says Jimmy never drafted O-line in the first round. He didn't. But then again, you also got to remember that back in the 90s, it wasn't a passing league. It was kind of balanced. It was more running and passing, running first. So things have changed. You got to remember that. Ultra Cowboy says this is a terrible day 3 draft. You think it's a terrible day 3 draft? I don't think so, man. I have to disagree. There's going to be a lot of good players in day 3, in my opinion. You might want to go look back and look at these prospects, man. I think there's a lot of good day 3 players are still going to be on the board, in my opinion. Do you agree on Monbell? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. If we get another pick in the second, I'll do it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I can get another second pick, I'm going for it. Ultra Cowboy, you said you don't use premium on O-line unless it's for a left tackle. The left tackle might be there. A left tackle might be there. If it's not, that center is legit, man. But I don't know. Do we need a center, guys? I keep saying that. Do we need a center if we have TJ Bass and Hoffman? Loyalty for Lifetime says Cowboys are going to do something stupid like pick pinks for the quarterback and every snap Dak take will be drama. I don't think so. Magic Mike Clips is on the 8th. It's on the 8th. Okay. Betty, we need a running back and wide receiver. Yep. Betty, any speculation on why we weren't making a moves in Dallas? I think they're looking for the future, honestly, in my opinion. I'll answer that here in a little bit. Magic Mike, take a center, move Tyler Smith to left tackle and Leo Collins to left guard. I think TJ Bass should play left guard. Hoffman at center, TJ Bass left, Tyler Smith left tackle, and we're set. That's me. Speculation on why we're not making any moves. So there's two things I think why we're not making moves. These are my opinions. It has nothing to do. I don't talk to anybody. I don't got no sources like everybody else does. This is my opinion. My opinion is I believe that Trey Lance was traded for the Cowboys for a gap between losing Dak Prescott or trading him, depending on what happens, and then having Trey Lance to find our new quarterback or possibly him. I think he's the gap between those two things. The other thing is, I believe, is that Jerry Jones might be setting this team up to be a top 5 pick, 6 or 7, to try to go after Shedeur Sanders. That might be part of it. The other thing is, we didn't sign anybody because we just paid Diggs, and if he does want to pay Dak, he's got to pay Dak $60 million probably. He also's got to pay Micah. He also's got to pay Lamb. And if you think about it, a couple of more years, you're going to have to pay Bland too. How are you going to cover all those players? You can't. Look at the Buffalo Bills. They tried to do it and didn't work. They had to get rid of. They pretty much are starting to rebuild now because of it. So I think those are the couple of reasons. Are those right? I don't know. But you got to think. You can't pay everybody, man. Let's see. Ultra Cowboy. Nope. Ultra Cowboy says Tyler Smith will be the left tackle, Bass left guard, Barton center, Martin right guard, Steele right. Barton, huh? Eternal Dice says you can find a starting center in the third. I believe that too. I honestly believe that. Resigning Chuma Edoga is proof this season is going to be a train wreck. It sounds like it. Ultra Cowboy says in 2 years he has to pay CD, Parsons, Tyler, Bland, Jake to do all that. They can't pay Dak. That's what I'm saying, man. That's why what I'm saying, it makes sense. Who is the next Cowboy head coach? I have some theories on that, and I'll answer it here in a little bit. Loyalty for Lifetime says they say if Michael Penix Jr. is there, he is gonna be the pick at 24. I don't think so. Dallas always has moves that they don't make public. I believe that is true. Loyalty says Michael, Betty, and D Law. Yeah, D Law. Mike Garcia says our SSB window is closed. Time to take a couple of seasons, start over. That's what it sounds like. We'll see, man. I don't think they want to do that though. Ultra Cowboy says you can't pay $60 million to a playoff choke artist. It's going to be hard, man. But listen, hey, we're going to wrap this thing up, man. We're going to do it the right way, though. Hey, it's going to be very interesting. If all the things that I said, one of those things comes true, we will see how Dak plays. You don't know, man. They might sign him before August. And then all of this was for nothing. So we'll see. Ultra Cowboy says Gilmore and Lance came out of the blue. Yeah, they did. Hey, Betty says Landon Branderish retired. Yeah, he did. Hey, this is the Cowboys Cast, man. We appreciate y'all. Hey, I don't know if I'm going live tomorrow. I might. Just kind of depends. We will see. But we are going live Monday for sure. Monday through Wednesday might be a big one. We're going to do one with a content creator from the Washington Commanders and talk about the Commanders, Cowboys, answer each other's questions, find out who's better, what secondary before the draft. We'll talk about all that. It's going to be awesome, man. Ahmad Bell says, listen, man, going young is the ticket. Look at Detroit. I think Brock Hoffman is center. I agree, man. Me and Ahmad, we're on the same page, man. Hey, look. With no trade clause, bench him and let him Dak ask for a trade. Yeah. Betty says we need a live once a week, please. Oh, we're going live every week from here on out. Nico, appreciate you, brother. Good stuff. Good. Go Steelers. Hey, you too, Nico. Appreciate you, man. But hey, it's the Cowboys Cast, baby. You guys already know. We appreciate you guys. And TikTok, be nice, TikTok. Be nice to everybody. I know how you can be. Betty says okay with the heart emoji. Betty, I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody. 2 Live Craig sending lightning. Craig, you are lightning, my brother. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. Loyalty for lifetime. Hey, they watch your loyalty. Guys, we love you guys. We are here for the fans. We answer and say every comment on here. That's what we do in the Cowboys Cast. We're a family. Thank you so much. TikTok, I'm going to let you go first, TikTok. TikTok, keep it real and be nice to each other, TikTok. All right? YouTube, hey, it's been fun tonight, man. Y'all have a good one. Stay blessed. Take care of each other. We're all brothers and sisters. We love you guys. We do this for y'all. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. We're on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all of them. Like, subscribe. Until next time,